What's going down? Thor and Brian back with another Does It Hold Up? Does It Hold Up, what, number 3? Is it a third edition?
I think so, yeah.
Third edition. It is E3 week, so we figured what better to do than for E3 week, for a Does It Hold Up, than the greatest comic book movie of all time, some would say. What did I say?
Comic book?
The best video game movie of all time, some would say.
Oh, boy.
It's a classic. It's
just like this episode.
It's from the 90s. You guessed it. Mortal Kombat. Right?
Yeah. I don't know how.
Ah, you so should have done the song.
Well, I'm not good at it.
So that's how the movie starts, which is probably, honestly, when New Line Cinema rolls up and it just starts with the scream and then the music just hits, you're like, you're right in it. There are some times going back watching that where there's just some stuff you really just got to laugh at nowadays. And just
the whole movie.
It's not great. I mean, it's not great. It's not a great movie. The dialogue for Sonya Blade
is horrible.
Maybe the worst written female dialogue of all time. Okay, maybe not that far, but it's awful. It is. I don't know if it's her delivery. I mean, she went on to marry Pete Sampras, so she's doing all right. But
she's just like,
damn it, man. Like, and she was the teacher in Billy Madison. Remember?
What do I look like? The person who carries your bags? Like, she's just like,
no, so bad. We're not really going to talk about like the CGI and the effects and stuff like that because
I wanted to just say,
okay,
maybe I'm the only one.
We can talk about the effects for this is it.
I might be the only one. Obviously, the computer animation stuff is not good.
It's 90s.
I think Goro holds up very well. I think he looks way better than he should.
Being that he moves so slow and there's a lot that doesn't, but there's a lot that does. Like, practical effects do hold up better, though, I think, than especially than early CGI.
You can tell.
Even a bad practical effects. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
He looks good.
You know, and the Kano with the prosthetic metal red eye.
That wasn't it.
That looked amazing. Reptile was like the best. They really did Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile just dirty in that movie. So dirty.
They're just nameless ninjas.
They literally had Scorpion just say all his video game lines.
And not in, like, great places.
And then die in a horrible way. And then, like, what was it? Shang Tsung was like, fatality. And it was so forced. There were so many forced lines. And you know what's really sad is this could still be the greatest fucking video game movie of all time.
It was so funny. Remember when I'm jumping to the end there when he beats Shang Tsung and he says flawless victory after he gets his butt kicked,
ass kicked,
instead of fatality.
Right.
Instead of saying fatality, they say flawless victory, and it's like, why? It wasn't because he got beaten up.
Johnny Cage's character in that movie is awful. There's not
honestly, he's the unsung hero of this movie. He has some of the toughest fights, and literally everyone gives him crap. And he's literally just some guy from Hollywood.
Why was Raiden a white dude? Why was I like Christopher Lambert? I'm a bit Lambert, whatever you want to call him.
He's in the game. He's white. He's literally body acted by a white dude. I mean, you say what you will, but
Raiden
the character isn't though.
But okay. He should have been an Asian guy.
Which is fine, I'm just saying. I mean, it's not like this is a role that was supposed... Like, they took an Asian character and had a white guy do it.
But he did it so badly, too. Like, it was
I don't disagree. He's awful.
It was so poorly done.
He's horrible.
It was like an over-the-top, like... And it was so matter of... just some of like his wisdom he'd embark on the team.
And he just laughs about dumb stuff.
Yeah, and then he just... Yeah. And then his eyes will light up, and it's just...
He's just not nearly stoic enough. He just needs to kind of... Because the Mortal Kombat I've played, Raiden's not like a jokester. He seems like he's sort of like serious the whole time, you know?
I love the Raiden from like Big Trouble in Little China. That Raiden's dope. You know what I mean? He's also Asian. But yeah, so what else is... What's good about this movie? Some of the...
It's fun. I mean,
it is fun.
We enjoyed it.
We had a great time rewatching it before we shot the video.
And at the end of the day, that's what most video game movies miss on.
They're not fun.
It's not like you're like enjoying yourself while you're watching.
Yeah, you're like, this is just bad.
Right.
Like, and it may be. I mean, that's a discussion for a different day. And if it's the greatest
video game
movie of all time, but
I mean, I would argue not to.
It was what, 96, right? It was.
I would argue
yeah.
it's the most enjoyable. I would watch that over like the World of Warcraft movie.
Okay.
And I like World of Warcraft.
What about Super Mario Brothers? Would you
definitely
watch over that?
I would definitely watch
the Tomb Raider movie. Did you ever see the Tomb Raider movie?
I did. My dad was obsessed with those Tomb Raider movies.
No, not the Angelina Jolie ones.
Oh.
The new one.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Has it come out yet?
Yeah, it came out last year. Oh, this guy.
Man, I'm up to date.
Man, this dude. All right. Yeah, so what were we talking about? Mortal Kombat. Great game in the 90s. Not a great movie. Does it hold up for you?
Yes, I would say so.
No, it does not hold up. It's enjoyable and it's nostalgia and you watch it and I remember the good old days. But does it hold up? It does not hold up. I'm sorry. I can't agree with that.
I mean, if it was released, not in theaters, but on Sci-Fi, can you tell me this is not as good or better than a sci-fi movie that gets
like a
released?
Sharknado?
Exactly. Can you tell me this is not as good as those or better?
Yeah, but Sharknado's trash. This is Mortal Kombat. And I mean, we'll talk about the second and third one obviously were much lower in quality.
Right.
The first one's the only one that's even halfway good at points, but it's not a good movie. It's more, we like it because it's nostalgia. We don't like it because it's still good. It's a fun time and it's an enjoyable, like, 2 hours?
Literally, the things we complained the most about were the nostalgia stuff, the stuff where they had to throw the lines in.
No, because what really bothered me was like the dialogue and like some of the. I mean, it's a basic revenge story, which is fine. I mean, it's a really simple plot premise. Which tournament to get revenge on the bad guy who killed your family member. You don't need any more than that. You know what I mean? But just the way, and then there was no structure to the tournament. And then when you have Sub-Zero die because of a bucket of water that like Raiden leaves, and just the way some of the fights went were really underwhelming. Like I said, I had a fun time watching it to like make fun of it, and we were laughing a lot during it. But honestly, if I'm looking at it like critically, it's not something that I would. Once a decade, I might watch that movie. That's not something I'm going to watch once a year. Like because we talk about like what we should do for does it hold up? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we're talking about classic stuff, and like we can't rewatch classic stuff because obviously it holds up because it's so classic. So that's why I've been trying to think of marginal things that like were good back in the day, but are they still good now?
I'm still going to put. I think it holds up, but I'll put the Stipulation. I don't think it's
the asterisk.
Yeah, I don't think it's like super huge movie blockbuster level comparatively. But I think if it was like a TV movie, it's better than any TV movie out.
Okay, I can maybe give you that.
Okay, maybe I won't go that far.
Yeah,
but
not,
I
wouldn't
it's
go
a
that
good
far
TV
either nowadays because like there's some really good quality like TV being made these days.
Yeah,
there is. This is like the renaissance for TV. Well, streaming. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different people making. That's a whole nother subject for another day.
Right.
So Mortal Kombat. What do you think? Does it hold up? Does it not hold up? I say no. He says yes. Until the next video, like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Deuces.